Welcome to episode 7 of the Comedy Defect podcast. Now, my name's Winter Phonander. I'm a comedian. The guy we have on this pod is Rick Murtagh. He is a comedian. He's a funny guy. I've shared many a great car journey with him. And one of the car journeys was actually picking him up to do this pod. We talked all the way here, all the way back. We talked for an hour and a half. I had to edit it down. When we stopped recording, we seemed to connect an awful lot deeper. It was great. So I'm going to have him back on the podcast to talk about what we talked about then, because we went just a little bit deeper. I'm really enjoying the connection I'm having with the people that I interview, because I don't have many friends, to be honest. It's not a pity party, but that's how it is. It's just something maybe in my childhood, my past. It's cliche, I know, but that is the truth. And I'm connecting with people who are older than me all the time, because I think they just don't have time for the bullshit. Two of my best friends at the moment are 70-year-olds, and they're helping me paint my house. They're helping me do things. These days, I can't even get a text message from my friends who I've known for 15, 20 years. And I'm getting married this year. One of my best men who said he was going to come to the wedding, I know this guy the longest, said he was going to come to the wedding, pulled out last minute, but didn't tell me face to face or via a text message even. He got someone that I half know to message me on Facebook and say, oh, they're really stressed out and they won't be coming to the wedding because of this. Not that they couldn't, I know this guy for 20 years. He couldn't tell me himself. How does that work? What did he think I was going to do? I know him so long now. Why would you bother getting someone else involved to do that? I don't understand it. It hurt me. It cut me deep because I know this guy for so long, and he didn't feel that he could come to me and tell me that he couldn't come. That, as I say, I'm really enjoying the connection and the friendships that I'm forming while doing this podcast. It's a labour of love. If you want to follow the podcast, you can follow us at The Comedy Defect. If you want to follow me, it's at Winter Phonander. If you want to come see my stand-up, you can look on the website, which is winterphonander.com, and you can see all my live gig dates there. Now, I'm going to do the Guinness joke soon, but I'm really busy with wedding prep. It's just insane. These next couple of months are going to be taking everything out of me. I don't want to get maudlin, but, when you know someone for 20 years, it kind of hurts, it kind of cuts you. You would think that they feel that they should be able to talk to you, one of your closest friends. They understand you, they know you the best. But hey, that's how it happens sometimes. But this is a great episode with comedian Rick Murtagh. We really got into a lot of stuff. As I say, I'm having back on the podcast to talk about what we talked about off mic, but you'll enjoy this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very funny, the very misanthropic Mr. Rick Murtagh. Okay, here we are with Mr. Rick Murtagh. How you doing, Rick? Welcome to the Comedy Defect.
Thanks for having me, buddy. Appreciate it.
And how you getting on?
I'm getting on fine, mate. I can't really complain. Thanks for having me on your podcast, dude.
Mate, it's a pleasure. I've been wanting to get you on for ages, and we know each other for quite a while now. So
yeah, I thought 4 years now.
It was time.
It's time to go on a podcast, basically.
It's true. It's true. I mean, every comedian has a podcast now, and I think without it, you're just not a whole person, are you?
No, exactly.
It's like we need Instagram, Twitter. Every type of social media. You need to be totally distracted so you don't realise what's going on in the world.
You need to be the whole of social media. If you've just got a Facebook account, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, totally. Because Facebook's so last like 4 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's the new MySpace.
But they're trying to link them together now, isn't it? So, to draw you back in. You're like, I'm just trying to let you go, Facebook's like, you need me, come on. All your friends are on there that like your page, and then if you said something bad to them, they'll go back to your page. It takes a lot of effort, and then deliberately unlike it, just to kind of fuck with your head. Is, one like down, how did that happen? Oh, and then they'll put a graph in and go, oh, this is how much you were liked yesterday, this is how much you were liked today, and then back up. It's just an emotional roller coaster, isn't it, really?
Do you think Facebook will become like the new MySpace, where it will just be like social media purgatory, where you still get your profile up, but there's nothing of it like you once knew back in 2006.
Perpetually living in stasis.
Yeah, and you can't even check your old photos because they've all been taken off somewhere and stored in some other people's accounts, because they can set up some Fisher accounts, that kind of shit. Maybe I'm being too paranoid here.
That's good though. I mean, you did get 8,000 likes for one of your sculptures. I mean, I don't know the level that you're on, you see.
Well, to be fair though, that was because Tommy Chung reposted it.
That's okay though.
So, yeah.
Just take it.
Just
Oh
take
no,
it.
I'm taking
Damn right.
I'm taking to the
Bank.
bank. Yeah. I've got a deposit to be made right now. Instagram.
And that is Rick Murtagh. What is it? Rick on Instagram.
It's r.j.murtagh.
Nailed it. There's another few followers coming your way right now.
Fucking hope so. I deserve it.
8,000 likes. That's not bad at all. I mean, you know, I think the most I've ever got is 6 likes, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not the quantity. It's the quality, of course. You're moving, aren't you, soon?
Well, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, moving to Brighton. Brighton's just ideal for us, really, and it's just convenient, right by the sea and out of London, so I don't have to worry too much about just being congested and all that shite. So yeah, looking forward to it. And there's a good comedy scene down in Brighton as well. And the way I look at it, when I do come back down to London to do more comedy gigs, I can actually come down with a bit more of a focused energy rather than okay, I've got another open mic tonight, I'll just do whatever. I've become a bit lazy with it, to be perfectly honest with you.
It's too easy, isn't it? You can just get down the tube.
Take it for granted. We tend to think that Londoners as a whole kind of take comedy for granted because there's so much of it. I think comedians are doing it now, in which like there's so much of it. You think there's no point trying hard tonight. There's only 3 people in. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then why don't you just give them something worth saying? Because obviously they're not going to come tonight anyway. Because if you make it fun for 3 people, then eventually they'll come back as 30 people, and then you can try and make it fun for them. Or maybe I'm just talking out my arse.
No, I totally agree with you. I know it's cumulative, isn't it? So if you give one person a great night, they'll tell their friends, and they'll bring them back. Go, oh yeah, this guy's on, and you're like, they'll start to follow you. And that's to give them the best show they can possibly, get, really. Otherwise, what's the point? The thing is, you don't know who those 3 people will be. They could be an agent, it could be an agent's minion, and then an agent's minion. Oh, my friend was a scout, talent scout, whatever it is, which they prefer to be called. I think talent scouts they prefer to be called that rather than minions.
Or they could be just friends of one comedian, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, well, that guy's going to kill.
Exactly. That's like 33% of the audience on their side, and like, oh, well, I'm not going to have to this guy.
And that guy's been put on first, and then he's like, okay, I'm off now, so are my friends.
Taking the audience with me. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. But Brighton, that's a different scene down there. And they laugh at different stuff down there, don't they?
Oh, yeah, I noticed that a lot at the Brighton Fringe. Yeah.
What was your show called again?
It was called Prog Rock Comic. To be honest with you, the reason I called it that at the time was because I just felt that's kind of like my style of comedy anyway. It's like, I don't really do one-liners, I do fucking epic bullshit.
Right.
Essentially,
it's a niche, it's a market there.
I'm basically doing like epic comedy wank solos.
Hashtag epic comedy wank solo, yeah?
Yeah, there you go, yeah. We'll make that trending, and Dream Theatre will hopefully retweet that as well, and I'll get fucking 8,000.
It's like got a page. Epic comedy wank solo.
It will have by the end of today.
Awesome.
Like the podcast goes
8,000 likes.
Hey, Pink Floyd retweeted it. It's awesome, man.
Awesome.
But to go back to what I originally called it that, because you want to book in early for a fringe so you can get a really decent venue and stuff like that, and I didn't really have any idea what I was going to do. I just had ideas, and then I was like, you know what, just call it what you are rather than what the show is about. So I said Prog Rock Comic, but now I've got about half the material from that show, and then I've got another half that I'm trying to build up now, and then I'm going to probably record it at the end of the year, and I'm calling it Self-Indulgent Rick.
Right.
But there's going to be a very tiny P in front of
nice.
In front of
I was thinking that.
Oh, everyone thinks that.
That's great. It's great. It's subliminal. It's subliminal swearing. That's great.
I think the P should be bigger, Rick.
Yeah. They're all in the crowd with like not fingers but P's.
Well, I figured I might as well just call it what it is. It is self-indulgent because it's about me, and it's a show about a dude you don't need to know about, but he wants you to know about him. That's essentially what it is.
Trying to make connections. Love me. It's all about connection. No, it's all about me, and I want you to love me. Give me the love.
Well, originally I was going to have the tagline of shut up, listen, laugh, then shut up, listen, and laugh again. Yeah. And stuff like that. But I was like, well, I don't know, you can't really tell the others what to do.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what order you do it in, really, isn't it? You can just guide them, isn't it?
Or you could just laugh straight away because normally the fucking mic is higher than I am.
Yeah.
You know that we're both the same height, and
thanks, man.
Oh yeah, damn it! Threw you
6
under the
foot.
bus.
Well, under a wheel. I wouldn't have, last bit.
Everyone thought you were the mountain from Game of Thrones.
This is true. This is true. The man mountain is what they call me. The man molehill. Went well, did it, at the Prog Rock show?
Well, it went okay for what it was. I mean, the first show didn't have anyone. Last show didn't have anyone, but then the other 4 in between, I managed to get people in, which is nice. And then on the bank holiday, the last bank holiday, I think it was, we had about 20 odd very young hipster dudes, and they were just all. To be fair, it was my fault I invited them, but they were all just like so pretentious.
Right.
Well, then again, what am I complaining about? They're meant to be. But they had to chat about everything. Like, whenever there was a laugh or I said something, say, for example, cigarettes, they were like, yeah, cigarettes,
Yeah, and they're like discussing what kind of type of cigarettes are the best kind of thing.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God. And like, oh, I vape. Do you vape? Oh, no, I don't smoke anymore. Oh, you vape? So, oh, yeah, what kind of vape? Oh, this is not how this is supposed to go.
Yeah.
This is not like me throw up a subject and you just improvise a whole fucking conversation on it.
It came to a point where it was like crowd working the crowd. And it's just insane. But I managed to get through it, without losing my temper, because I got pretty short man syndrome. But yeah, it was easy. No, I enjoyed it, but I kind of, at the end of it, I had a perspective of what the show was about this time around and what I want to do with it. And now it's a little bit more personal. So so I guess we'll see how it goes.
With the old Brighton crowd, then all these hipsters, were they, or they come down from London? Or?
Yeah, they're all pretty much Brightons. But I was in the Hobgoblin, which is kind of like it used to be kind of like a rock metal pub. I guess it kind of still is, but it was more hipsterish now. It's a little bit more grandiose, I think, as it were. But no, it's nice though. I really enjoyed it, and the menu was great. It's a really good one for comedy. I might even just record it there, like the Self-Indulgent Rick show.
Is that going to be like your first special?
Well, I say special, but I did the thing last year when I did. What the fuck did I call my show last year? I forgot what I called the show last year. Fucking honest, how much I loved that show.
Oh yeah,
No, there's been a Murtagh. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Murtagh. And,
you killed it.
Yeah. Oh, we can just shit now, right?
Murdered him. Oh, it's been a murder. Yeah.
I did it last year at my own gig in Kingston. I just filmed it after Edinburgh because I wasn't competing with anyone then. Because me and Susie Wild were doing the show together and we couldn't do Edinburgh. So I thought, might as well do one show, and it worked out quite well, and I got a good video out of it and posted it online. So I thought, I might as well just do that every year because I'm saving money. Not doing Edinburgh, I can't be arsed with it.
Are you finished with it now for a bit?
Well, I'm not finished with it. I'm just
taking a break from it.
A sabbatical.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just trying to save the cash. It's expensive to go, isn't it? It's not cheap, man.
It's not.
It's not getting cheaper every year either.
To be honest with you, it's a bit of a con.
Yeah, I think that too. I think a lot of people are kind of realising that now at this stage.
Well, I kind of had my own little description of what Edinburgh is. It's for the pros and full of cons.
When I got like my hour that I'm really happy with, I'll go up and take it there. That's good. So Brighton, we were saying before, it's like go down, get your following down there, and then drag them all back up to London, and then fill out the Soho Theatre.
Well, I'm just not aiming for anything high at the moment. I'm just aiming just to get better. I think that should be the aim of everyone. Everyone's in a rush to have that amazing hour for Edinburgh and they're going to get signed. Don't get me wrong, a lot of comics who start out very young, they do get signed very quickly now, and that's because some of them are very, very talented, but also some of them are just in the right place, right time. Exactly. There's just certain agents are looking for certain people, and you fit a mould. That's just the way it is. But that's not a personal gripe anymore. I think that's just I've got nothing to offer at the moment other than I just want to get better.
If you don't fit the cookie cutter, you don't fit it. You know, you just got your own path. You're going to do your own thing. You're unique.
And that's why a lot of people, especially comedians anyway, they get really depressed or they get down themselves and they get a lot very bitter because they're striving to be in every kind of. I want to be on TV. I want to be on the TV show or whatever, that kind of thing. And don't aim for it. Just aim at getting better at comedy. That's the whole point of it. I think you should just create your own market. I mean, that's why I love the internet. I think the internet is obviously it has its ups and downs, but in terms of promoting yourself, it's fucking brilliant. And I love what Comedy Central have been doing for online stuff. I don't mean Comedy Central American style. I'm not very too keen on the British one. And
to be fair, there's not much on it though. 20 shows. You're like,
Comedy Central just rerunning Friends and shit like that.
Couldn't relate to that.
No. What, you only had one friend?
No friends. No.
No coffee.
No, didn't spend all my day in a coffee shop. Flying into comedy now. It's great. But thanks for listening, guys. But
we got your own couch and coffee. So that's
this is it. That's why I bring people around to my house when I talk to them or at them.
Welcome to Winter's Central Perk.
This is it. It's cheaper coffee, by the way. It's,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's good as well. Yeah.
All the donuts you can eat.
No gun.
But Jennifer Aniston isn't here either. I do kind of like her. Courtney Cox isn't here either.
Dude, you're getting married, don't be a perv.
I'm allowed to look. And as long as you look... Well, to be fair, there's looking and there's looking.
Yeah, there's looking and there's staring.
There's stalking. Yeah, as long as the feet don't move, they stay still.
When you mentioned stalking, like, I had a fucking incident recently. Don't get me wrong. This
Carry on, Rick.
I will. I'm opening up my pause here.
Okay, cool.
But so basically, I was walking to a gig and it was in Hammersmith.
Down an alley, dark alley, yeah.
Yeah,
behind the bins.
Really enough.
Walking. She was walking. Were you running?
I wasn't running. Here's the thing, right? This is kind of a bit I'm working on now. But
yeah, you're right.
So I'm walking down. I'm just going to the gig, and I've got my music on. I'm in my own fucking head, and there's a woman probably 20 feet in front of me, just walking the same direction,
right.
And then she looks behind. And here's the thing: like, I know women they feel a bit unsafe now. I can understand that because there's people like me around. So she's looking. She's kind of looking back, and then my paranoia, I'm like, does she think I'm stalking her?
Totally.
So now I'm starting to think, fuck, should I just slow down a bit? And then I'm like, hold on a minute, but if I do that, she's going to think I'm just trying to get a better view of her, maybe, and kind of, or maybe she thinks I know that she knows, that kind of bullshit.
You've been made.
Yeah, I've really set myself up to be like, okay, I might be a stalker here. I was like, no, what if you just kind of go fast enough to the point where you can actually walk past her, then you can just get out of that. But then I'm like, hold on a minute, so what if she like looks so what if she looks back there and sees me fucking power walking like a 40-year-old bum and then all of a sudden like she sees me power walking and she's gonna think, holy shit, this guy's really about to tap me. And then what if she has fucking mace? And then she fucking sprays me in the eyes, and then am I actually going to go to this gig?
She could kill you. She could kill you as well. I mean,
she's going to get me in the eyes, and then I'm actually going to go on stage and go, "Oh, hello everyone. I almost didn't make it here this evening because I got maced." And and then I thought, hold on, what if I go across the road? Then that way I can really segregate myself.
Yeah.
And then I thought, that's Michael Myers shit. So now, like, she's going to look back, and then I'm not behind her anymore. I'm on the fucking other side, just come behind a tree.
I get that as well. Or else she's going to go, right, I'm going to walk faster than them. And then they start walking faster. Then you've got to start running. Everyone's sprinting, then you've got to just run really fast. It's like, it gets ridiculous.
But then it got to the point where this is all going on in my head, like, because when you're left to your own fucking head, you just go mental. And then I approach the venue now. I'm like, oh, thank God that's over. And then she walks left of the venue, and then she still looks back to see that I'm still there, and I'm walking into the venue, and I'm like, okay, that's over now. But then I'm thinking, did she mean to go left, or was she just trying to avoid me completely? And then was she looking back and thinking, oh no, he's only going into that venue because now there's witnesses?
The paranoia just feeds itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know a lot about stalking.
No, but
and I've never done it.
Because you wear hoodies a lot, and I wear hoodies. You look like exactly the kind of person.
You just look deviant.
These paranoia thoughts. I get that on the tube as well, though. And I stand there kind of, I'm like, right, I'm just going to look at this thing. And then I'm like, okay. And I see something like corner of my eye, and I'm like, don't look. And then you know that your eyes will be widening to try and get them in your peripheries. And you look like a total freak then, going, I'm not looking at that person, but I'm looking pretty weird standing here.
When you're kind of looking up and you just catch someone else's eye and they're looking at you already, and you're like, okay, I've got to look at everyone else now to make it look like I'm just not looking at one person. It's just irritating. But I'm acting sketchy, because even though I'm not being sketchy. I'm just.
The worst thing is because you start to think about it then, doesn't it? You start, let's think about this for a while. No, let's not think about this. Because I'm really focusing on this thought, and this thought is making me feel things, and my face is showing everyone what I'm feeling, and that is paranoia and freakishness.
So I'm acting dodgy.
Great, now the emotion is becoming more and more heightened, and no, let me on the train!
I hate going on trains now and buses because I've got my in-ear headphones.
What can you get?
50 cents.
I got Signers ones, and they're 12 quid, and they're really, really good.
Yeah, no, these are decent, man. The clarity is great, but what I was trying to say about that was I can hear myself breathing, and I'm like, if I can hear myself breathing, can everyone else hear me breathing? Because I don't hear it when I'm wearing normal earphones. Right. You know what I mean? Fuck, have I just got to control my breathing? Because I was sounding like I'm about to pass out.
I can hear my blood.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, I've got to pause the track now. And then take them out and then do the same kind of breathing that I'm doing, and I'm thinking, no, that's fine. No one can hear it. Only I can hear it because it's internal.
Yeah.
It's oh god, I'm fucking
It's
insane.
fun that I've used the in-ear buds for a while now, and my hearing has gotten worse in
Getting old,
areas.
bitch.
I am getting old as well. That's true. I found that being in a restaurant or something, I've become my gran because I can't hear any. Like I can hear just about, but it's getting low, man. And people are talking about what? I don't know what you're saying.
Do you think it's a hearing, or are you just tuning into something in your own memory vision or something?
I think to be fair, I think it's hearing because I'm actually trying to listen because I'm taking. Maybe
Is that why you're reading my lips?
Yeah, that's right. Just write that down. Write that down for me. Yeah. It's all scripted. This is right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what the hell you're saying.
I'm holding the sheet up right in front of you.
I'm a great interviewer. I just broadcast, and luckily I've done this so much now that I know exactly what you're going to say.
Yeah. You know it before I even say it.
I just read body language.
Yeah, my body language is very dodgy right now. Because I'm thinking...
So when was the first time you were abused?
The first time I got on stage.
Oh, good times.
But a lot of people, they drop out of comedy very quickly because they realise, holy shit, I've done 9 gigs and I'm not on TV. What the fuck? Why am I not at the Apollo yet?
Yeah.
And
It's like, I've been doing comedy a year. Why aren't I getting, why haven't I got an agent?
Yeah, well, because you've done only 10 gigs that year.
And
It's
that's
a
like
graft.
everything. It is. You can't just kind of go, oh, that's it, I've done the course now, I'll put this on the CV.
Yeah.
No, you've got to put the graft in again. But it's like even with improv and stuff, you can't, you've got to just continue to hone that muscle. It's never going to be, and even if when you stop doing it, you're just going to lose it.
No, exactly, and that's what I've always loved about. I've always been keen on the work ethic of stuff like that. Especially when I used to be a drummer as well, I equate it to how you have to have a work ethic and a craft with comedy. Because the drummer Neil Peart, who was in the Rush drummer, he's probably one of the best drummers in the world, right? What else does he need to learn? He does all these fucking odd time singing tunes, does 3-hour shows with Rush, the ultimate prog rock band. He still gets drum lessons. Gets drum lessons, like from obviously from other professional drummers. But you think, what do you need to... But then he's always something new you could learn.
For example, like Tai Chi or forms in some sort of martial arts or something, you continue to do the forms, and you find there's one little movement that you just, this makes it more powerful or flow better. You can do it for years until you just find out one little thing. Say in Shotokan Karate, you've got 10 belts for your black belt.
Yeah.
That's the first dan. And then once you get to your black belt, the sensei will say, right, now you start.
Yeah.
Because you've got the basics now, and now you can work on it. Up to that point, it's like, I'm black belt, I'm finished. No, there's 10 more black belts after that.
Yeah.
And then the 10th is like, you decide that you take it or not. You can critique your own style or own technique, and because then in the end, you know yourself. You know how it went. That's when you come off. If you go, you did really well. No, it wasn't good enough. I didn't do this thing right. And you're so hard on yourself, which is good.
You need to be. Yeah, I mean, I've also be hard on yourself, but also learn when it did go well and what parts did go. But the real hard part is admitting to yourself what bits are just naff. Yeah.
It's like I should have really thought about that a little bit more. Yeah. Like, that was just an easy laugh or easy joke there.
Yeah. But no, but those are the things those little things that bits of your personality. You think, okay, that makes me a bit of an arsehole, or that makes me too much like a crazy person. Mm-hmm. You fine-tune those bits until you become a more cohesive unit.
These two parts may be totally unlikable. Then you cut them in half and join them together. Exactly, let's hide those.
Because in reality, you don't want to be like everyone else. I mean, we're all the same in some respect, but in comedy-wise, why do what everyone else is doing?
It's true. That's true. Of course you want to get the laughs, but you want to come at it from hopefully from a different angle.
You want to be you funny, not everyone funny.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Because then where's your uniqueness gone? What was the point of that?
Yeah.
I don't think you really would be doing comedy if you're just like everybody else. You just get lost in the masses, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, I think the reason for the huge abundance of comedians now, I mean, I think myself and maybe you included, is because we look at some of the comedy that we've seen on TV and whatever and gone, everyone's doing the same thing, so I might as well do it as well. Mm-hmm. I'm including us in that, not saying that we're better than anyone. I think that's just a reason.
Why not?
Let's be honest.
Was it you see acts that have been going about a year, maybe 2 years, and they've got a great set down. This is the nationality I am. This is who I'm married to, and it's just like, it's comedy by numbers, isn't it? They've got it set down spot on. It's great. It's so formulaic. I get it. It hurts me to watch that now. Even though you're telling me about you, it's not telling me about you. It's not. I want to know how you think rather than where you're from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, where you're from is fine. In the end, really, those formulaic bits of stand-up are just giving us a framework of self, but not the actual self.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're selfish in terms of what kind of comedy we want to see and what we enjoy, because we want to branch out and see all kinds of different comedy. But I think for comedians anyway, casual comedy goers, like the ones who go to the comedy store, they're going to see the same thing, and they're kind of happy with that because comedy for them is just a night out. They're not looking to explore either way. So that's why comedians who are really good, but they're very different and unique and have something different to offer, they take longer to kind of progress up a ladder. I think to
mature, isn't it? Really, to hone what you are. You know, on stage.
or just to get discovered though. Like if they've been going longer than some comics, and you know, but they've always been different. They've always been unique. Not a lot of people are going to want to go and explore that. As in casual comedy goers, if they just go there for a night out, they dress up, they wear Ben Sherman or whatever, and then just, you know. I don't mean I'm being too...
No, I agree with what you're saying. No, I'm just thinking about it. Okay, it takes them a lot more to get past the perceived prejudice of what comedy is.
Yeah.
They go, oh, this isn't what... Like,
what everyone else is
doing.
Yeah,
it's not what like the mainstream comedy is doing at the moment. Even if you're alternative is still there's an alternative style now.
There's an alternative mainstream.
You know that's I know it sounds ridiculous, but
it's true. Yeah. It's an alternative mainstream, which I like.
No, I do as well. But it's different. But there's again, it's like
that still becomes the alternative is still in a way become formulaic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'd hate us to say that. It's like you have the hierarchy of all of the performance arts. You know, it's like they all dislike each other, and they kind of put each other down the rung and go, well, we're above that, and we're this, and we're this. And they keep shuffling to get themselves to the top, and they put everyone else behind because you're not doing this, and then it just kind of concertinas down from there. Where they're saying like you're doing something different, you're trying to be different to everyone else. Well, people are. I mean, of course, people are always going to be afraid of a different. So again, it's going to take a lot longer for you to become marketable
because everyone wants to join a group.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone wants to be a part of an ideology.
Okay, right, Stuart Lee, right?
Yeah.
When I first watched it, I didn't get it. Right, it was too slow for me.
Same.
Well, Stuart Lee is every facet of comedy.
Self-deprecating.
Yeah, angry, political.
He's pretentious. He's everything. No. The pretentious bit being a positive thing. Like, that's what makes him funny.
Without kissing Stuart Lee's ass too much, I'm sure there's many other podcasts that do this as well. But he is watching him technically, and it doesn't matter what I think of. But you know what I mean. As an example, Stuart Lee has every part, doesn't he? Yeah. Every facet of what every comic does. But he just has. He is a mixed bag.
He is. You know, and people think he's just one bag.
That's it. You think, oh, he's got one joke, just does it 3 times. No, it is not that. They haven't listened to it properly because it's dense. The mixed bag thing is frowned upon. I call it I'm alternative. I'm surrealist. I'm observational. You need to have everything. You know, it's like you can't just have okay. No,
you can't be. You can't be a person that's just happy. That fucking it doesn't exist. You've got to be a happy person. Yeah. Over emotional, irrational, angry, complete fucking cunt. You know, you got to be all of that.
You can't be just one note.
No, you're not. Because it's so fake now. And that's what I'm sick of. A lot of these fucking comedians online. They're just acting like they've all got this one moral compass and one emotion. Like you're just full of shit.
In the fringe shows, I guess that people are interested in those because they have many different emotional points throughout the whole show, and it's just one of those things. It's like that's why
it needs to be a bit of a ride. To kind of paraphrase Bill Hicks there, but it does though, because if you're going to do an hour show, that's one note.
Yeah. Even if you're high energy or you're angry, you're going to be people are going to be like switch off. Go, oh, this is too much. This is too much anger. Can this person just take a break? Okay, it's like you're fucking right. You want to flip it around, or you want to. Sorry,
you want to apologise.
Around. you want to flip my lady, my fiance around, or change the position to make it,
let her take control.
Yeah, exactly. Let her, hey, that's all good. Whatever she wants to do, that's it. I'm a modern man, but it's like
typical man. What to say?
Maybe, okay, so we can equate women comparing. Not going to get drawn into that.
Well, probably because I'm not smart enough to kind of.
Maybe shopping. This is it. But yeah, I mean, we're not into football, so we've got to. You got to do current and sex. I mean, imagine if we convert to football. Oh, we just lose more than one.
I don't get football.
No, I'm not.
I just don't get it.
Not really into it.
But
I mean, there's some people exactly. But I mean, a lot of people don't get comedy, do they? They like dramas or.
Yeah, I think that's why I focus on comedy so much, or anything creative. Because I don't think football's creative, but anything creative, I've just always been drawn to. But football, I hated football so much that whenever I was forced to play with the lads at school, I'd go and go. Yeah. I don't want to take part.
Same. I was a great goalie. I was these hands stopped hardly any balls to be fair.
I was quite a good goalkeeper at some points, but there were times where I just didn't give a toss because you have to hang when you're younger. Unfortunately, you have to hang out with a bunch of people. They're like-minded. You're not. You've not got the same interests as they do, but you want to fit in. And then unfortunately, I kind of was doing the same thing with comedy as well. I was just so desperate to fit in with other comedians, even though I don't. Deep down, we don't give a toss about each other. I mean, you have your own certain groups of friends and stuff, but overall, we don't give a toss about each other. We're so fucking self-centered. But I mean, you can have a circle of comedian friends, but overall, I think now it's become too ideological. It's become ideology over comedy.
People you connect with. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's why I had you on, because I know that I connect with you, and like we've been in the comedy for the same amount of time.
4 years, I know.
4 years. Yeah.
So. But I'm not sure if you'd agree with me or anyone will agree with me on this, but I think it has become ideology over comedy, where you have to be on the left or on the right or whatever. You gotta be.
Do you mean politicising?
Yeah, and then comedy's like a second thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you are a political person, that's fine, and if you're a political comedian, that's awesome as well. But when it comes to comedy, it's just meant to be funny.
Yeah, I agree. It's only so not many people that can do it well. Dan Biswas is very good at it. He's brilliant political comedian. And
Political Train's really good.
Oh yeah.
There's really good ones out there. Ashley Hayden, I think, for what he does, is fucking awesome. But unfortunately, we've become too obsessed with our own voice in the political realm. But I think now we've all become a bit more political, which is great because we're kind of realising there's a lot of bullshit in that as well. I've become a lot more political over the year because I never gave a shit about it at first, but it's only because I'm just not that smart. Really, I'm not that smart to kind of offer my own opinion on it. Maybe that's why I'm bitching.
But maybe it's like, I think that as you get older, I think you become more political as well because you realise that where money's going.
You have to.
Yeah. That's it. It's like, it's not all expendable income anymore. It's like, well, where's my pension? I need a pension. Where's that going to go? Oh, I'm going to have no pension. I have to work till I'm like 77 at this stage, so, well, that's great, whatever age it is.
Well, I voted for the first time this year, which I was really proud of because I felt like my vote was actually going to count, and I voted Sadiq Khan. He got through as London Mayor.
Yeah, nice.
So I was like, wow! For the first time ever, I voted, and it's not gone to something positive.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. And I'm actually going to be voting in the EU thing.
What are you going to vote?
I'm going to vote. I think Remain.
Oh yeah.
That sounds so bad. I think Remain. See, that's why you can't get me involved in politics.
No,
I said I think I'll be Remain. Well, no, I mean in looking at both sides of the arguments, there's both sides are basically saying the other side is fear-mongering. I'm like, for fuck's sake, look, we're such children.
Totally. We're
just children, man. Like, adults are just grown-up children. And they just got...
No, we're the best. No, you're the...
You're shit. No, she's shit, shit about you, and no, he's saying this about you. And it's just so fucking back and forth. Like, no wonder people are apathetic. Like, they say that apathy is... like the worst thing, but there's a reason for that. Like, you got your two fucking sides, just fighting, and then we're on the other side going, "Fuck off! I'm on the pint. Leave me alone."
They just don't care anymore. There's
there's no balance anymore, other than it's just a scale of which side's got the most moral weight.
Yeah,
and I don't know, but like I said, I'm not that smart to kind of offer my.
I know.
On it.
I don't really mind, to be honest. I'm getting married to like an English girl, so it doesn't really matter. So
Okay.
Brexit or no Brexit, I've got a visa. It's all good. I'm staying, so it's all good.
I think Remain is probably the better option.
Yeah.
I couldn't give you my actual proper reasons why. A lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, I'm only doing it to piss off Nigel Farage," but the problem is he's become the leader of why we should leave the EU.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there actually is some positives to leaving the EU anyway, but
yeah,
I don't know.
There's a lot of reading to catch up on, isn't there? Really,
There is, yeah, and there's also that idea of like, oh fucking hell, I'm racist even if I vote leave. So I don't want to be branded a racist even though I'm not. But then again, it's easy to say that you're not. So they've diluted.
They make you feel guilty for one and not as guilty for the other. And it's like, well, can't you just give me the information rather than just kind of like your scaremongering tactics, actual information.
It's all scaremongering on both sides. They, unfortunately, the left have become what they hate.
It's true.
Yeah, and I was always on the left. And so, but then again, it's not as if I could offer anything fucking great. Do you know what I mean? I'm still very. I'm just another cog.
Do you find this right? Do you find this in comedy? Like, you started off and like, oh, I want to be this kind of comic, and you look at.
I wanted to be Bill Hicks.
Then as you go, you've changed tack. Maybe might have changed tack that you find out about yourself.
Yeah.
And you go, God damn it! I've become what I hate. And you go, you say this as well. It's like, I think to myself, God, I'm such an asshole. And because the more you do comedy, the more you examine yourself, the more you find out. But you go, oh, jeez, I really have been such a dick. And the more you're minding the memories, go, oh no, and then because you're really focusing on everything in your life, aren't you? Trying to mine something. Oh, like little stories go, oh my God, and you see it like an episode of some series or something like that. I go, oh my God, I did that. I don't want to remember this memory, but we're going to go into it anyway. And you're like, oh no, it's terrible, isn't it?
That's what I said about myself the other day. I've done over 500 gigs, but I've created over 450 repressed memories.
Yeah, it's true.
But I think when you all start out in comedy, you get into more comedians as you do comedy because you start to experience some more.
Very sort of interesting comedy.
But the problem is though, like, I think a lot of people try to adopt every single bit of their style and then try to make it. Or you'd be Bill Hicks one week and then next week you're Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah.
It does depend. That's why I think.
Oh, Michael McIntyre is everyone's trying to do that at the moment.
Yeah, but that's because they see what works and they think, okay, I've got to make that work for me now, but. You can't do it on the back of other people's style. That's the reason they're there, because they forge their own style. But people look at McIntyre and when he got big, they didn't realise he'd been doing it for 12 years before he got big. You know what I mean? The motherfucker worked for it. You got to. I mean, you don't
have you read his biography?
I've not, but I've heard bits of it.
I got it from charity shop down the road, and so it was like 160 or something like that. And then I read that one. I read James Corden's one as well. Both were like 50p or something like that. Why James? My girlfriend bought me she was in the
fair enough then.
Charity bookshop. Here, you might like these. And then it's like you have like a pile of books in the corner. And I'm like, you know what I'm like, Rick? I'm obsessive as fuck,
Yeah, you are,
and I think comedy has made me a hell of a lot worse. It's magnified that part of my personality.
Oh, me too.
And like a pile of books in the corner, and like about 10 at one stage. I'm going to read those books.
Yeah.
And I've read every one of them. And James Corden was the one. But I read the James Corden book first, and he, to be fair, put a hell of a lot of stuff which was like about him. Of course, it was his biography, but like nearly everything, I think I felt when you read it, you were like, yeah, that's nearly a whole person there. And there's maybe some missing, but nearly everything. And then I read Michael McIntyre's biography, and that was like, whoa, there's an awful lot missing out of this book. Because it was just like, oh, I did like one gig at the Comedy Store, went really well, and then gigged a little bit, and then kind of got married, and then did another gig, didn't go as well, but it was pure fiction. Pure fiction. Yeah,
but was it the official?
I think it was written by him. I'm sure it was. It had a
Wow, you'd think like because he was from what I've heard anyway, he was in a lot of debt because of the Edinburgh Fringe and stuff like that. He struggled for like 12 years before he became really big.
Oh right.
At least I think he did anyway, but I could be wrong about that. But
It wasn't. There was a lot missing from it. Anyway, that's why it was just like it was a massive hole in this. There's a lot missing. You're saying about like how you watch other comics and the lots of people on circuit now watch other comics and go, oh, how can I make this work for me? But it's like, but sometimes you do watch certain comics, you know, who go, that is definitely me. I can watch that to really hone my filter that I can put everything through. 2 years ago, I did a good gig with Chris Martin, and
cool, dude.
he said to me, look, he said, watch comics. He said, but learn, don't lift. And that was it. That's the most important thing. Yeah. And that's what, you know, so that's what you do rather than like go, oh, that'll fit in there, just cram it in, crowbar in. Just go, okay, no, you can take the emotion and like the despair. Great, despair is common to everyone, or anger, or whatever it is, or joy. But joy is a bit.
But sometimes some comics lift material, but other comics also lift personalities of comics or styles. Sorry. Like, I think it's best to be inspired by comedians, their material, but I think listen to what they're saying in their interviews and their advice, because that's more beneficial for you. Because when a lot of them are just going to tell you, just constantly gig, but be yourself and try and find your own style. You know, because ultimately, if you keep working at it, you're going to find it, and then it will work for you.
Any nice gigs come up? Are you?
I'm doing new material nights, so. I'm doing The Green tonight at the Shepherd's Bush, and then I'm doing... Actually, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm doing Big Nose Comedy at the Boogaloo.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a new material night as well. And then I'm doing Rip Raw in Bristol.
Nice. Yeah, with Sal, yeah?
That's it, yeah. I love Sal, cool dude. And then next week I'm doing the Vocal...
in Tooting.
That's right, yeah. That's great for new material, that one. And then I'm doing the charity night on the Thursday next week. I forget where it is now, but it's for a charity event. I think it's called Guest List. Something like that. It's really cool.
Where's that?
I forget where it is now, unfortunately. I do apologise, but I guess you could put a...
it's alright. That's right.
I did it a few months back, and it was a really nice gig. It's just a nice environment. Everyone's vaping. And yeah, because it's downstairs and
it's kind of weird. It's like they're all smoking pipes and with the beards as well.
Yeah, so everyone's chilled out. Everyone loves it. Like I'll recommend you for the gig.
Oh, right, great! That'd be great.
If they do any more, obviously, I'll recommend you. Yeah.
Your missus is a gamer, isn't she? Right?
Yeah. I mean, she always been a gamer since she existed. Pretty much, she came out of the womb just playing Nintendo. But she's doing
elbows out.
Yeah, exactly. Legs crossed. And, She does a lot of... she's doing more cosplay photos now. She looks great. I mean, you met her before. She's absolutely stunning. And she was doing Tyrus Flair from Golden Axe.
Saw that.
Yeah, she looks great in it. And then she did Tomb Raider recently, which...
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen it?
No, I'll check it out.
To Instagram and Pearl on it.
I'll check it out. I just like it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, but she looks great, and I think she's got like a kind of beauty that would actually get her far in terms of maybe not. I don't want to say modelling, but
you can say that. There's nothing wrong with that. She's a good-looking woman.
No, she is.
Yeah,
she is. I don't know how the fuck I managed it, but
well done, mate. Well done. I mean, if you can live off that, amazing. Go for it. She's a very attractive.
Well, she's a lot more body confident now, which is great. And I've always felt she should have been anyway. She's never had any reason to, but then again, you don't know what's in people's minds.
It's true. You don't know what's in the inside, do you?
No. I mean, you could look like the most beautiful person in the world, but mentally you're probably a fucker.
Ugliness goes to the bone, isn't it? That's
your personality is what makes you unattractive.
That's
always.
True. That's true.
Always.
Yeah.
So, but she's doing well with that. She's getting a little bit of a following, and I'm really proud of her. So I hope she keeps pushing it. I keep pushing her, but she has a lot of self-doubt as well, like what all those comics do. You tend to realise that anything creative, you always have self-doubt because there's always competition. And that's what I think the problem is. I think I saw Idris Elba talking about this the other day. He said competition is the death knell, I think, for a lot of people. And because they think they're not going to be able to beat that and stuff like that. And when they taste defeat, that's when they literally are defeated. They just give up completely. And it's like, no, take your defeat. kick it up the arse and go, I'm going to fucking rise above that. Yeah.
Taste the blood.
Taste the blood.
Taste like, and then lose it, and then go, oh shit, here he comes.
And then you beat the shit out of Chuck Norris.
That's it. And then, Chuck won the war that didn't really by just surviving, I guess.
Well, surviving, yeah, but you've got to survive and kind of rise above. So,
that's true.
I'm fucking so philosophising.
Couch philosophers here. Tuning into the Couch Philosopher podcast.
Where's your Jeep and Dover?
It's up there, she's up there. So I've got the Wing Chun.
Oh yeah.
And they're all DVDs now, so it's fine. It's not to read. It's a read. Just take it in through the eyes and the ears. It's fine.
Yeah, or read the subtitles.
That's like probably name of some sort of porn video, isn't it? In through the eyes and ears. Yeah, with the competition thing. Yeah, it is kind of hard to find that thing. You go, oh no, they'll like this or they'll like that. The best thing is do whatever the hell you want to do and enjoy it, and just drive. And if it's going, however it's going, drive that thing that you're doing into the wall or the ground. And if it's going well, great. Well, you go through the wall and up over the mountain, but. It's
keep drilling until you got to the top.
It doesn't matter, you'll go through. The earth is round.
Yeah, exactly,
Rather than doing stuff that you think they'll like, do stuff that you really enjoy. Because sometimes, you're there and you're like, you're doing your bit. You're like, must hold eye contact.
Yeah.
And then after a while it gets a bit weird. Doesn't it? Like, okay, too much eye contact, okay, right. And then after that, I'm like, I'm not even fucking bother looking at these people. Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, look around occasionally, but I won't bother looking at them, because I know they'll like this, or
that's
they won't.
That's part of the reason why I do stand-up anyway, because I spent years, trying to fit in, but also trying to bring myself to it. And when that came to the surface, everyone was like, yeah, you've changed, Rick. no, fuck you, I changed just to fit your mould, you pricks. And then that's the reason why I was so afraid to be myself, and then now I can't be arsed anymore. Like, I'm 27, who are you lot? I can just... I'll just be myself and enjoy it. Fuck it.
And the gigging, the constant gigging, also wears you down so much. You're like, sorry guys, I don't have the energy to be anyone else. Okay, now fuck off.
Yeah, no. But you got to, because what's the point of travelling around trying to be a fake person? I did that at jobs. That's why I don't want to do jobs anymore, because I've done them for 9 years. I'm not good at them because I don't enjoy them. What a surprise!
The obsessive thing, because you have the two personalities, don't you? When you first start out, it's like you have the comedy person and the work person, and then you're kind of like, and then you have a really good gig and go to work with the comedy person. You're like, no, this person shouldn't be here. This person should be out writing material and doing other things. But you come into work with that, and then someone pisses you off. Go, hey, fuck you, dickhead!
Yeah.
Heckle moment. Oh, you're heckling me. Oh, you're heckling me at work. Oh, well, this is not the right place for this. Oh, this is too much anger.
Or that worse when they go, so you do stand comedy? Cool, we have to come to your gig one day. No, because I'll be fired the next day. No,
because I did nights for 8 years, and I don't want to do nights anymore. But it was one of those things. You're constantly in a different state of self because you're in different levels of energy.
Yeah.
And then you see me for you see me gig for quite a while now, and sometimes I'll be like, hey, full of energy, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I've seen you do both.
Yeah. And it's but then trying to find that who you are on stage is quite a difficult thing. But then since I'm finished now, I was like the first 2 months I was like, hey, I'm comedy full time.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. I was like, yeah. And then that got burned off on re-entry. And now I'm not. I knew where I am. Now I know where I am in it. Now it's not total joy, it's total mania. Which is more fun for me as well, because it's not there's not, you don't have to hold on to that thing of this is a persona. No, fuck it. As we said before, you're everything. You're the whole thing. You're a fully functioning being within the jokes and the humour, rather than it being just a one-trick pony, if you like, really, isn't it? It's like, I'm happy. Are you? Well, I'm sick of you being fucking happy. Tell me some despair. I want to learn who you are.
No, but I like doing stuff that makes me happy. I've been doing more comedy about stuff that makes me happy now, which is fun.
Yeah.
Because not everything has to be miserable. Trying to find a balance between your mania, essentially, and your kind of low moments, I guess.
I think that it's when you're trying to find a thread.
Yeah.
It's so I'm talking about mania, your sleep mode engaged.
You're really fucked up, aren't you?
I'm fucked up right now. I'm fucked up. I'm just crying.
Oh man,
My brain, when I get lost in a thought, my brain just goes, no. We're holding on to that thought. We're obsessive. I'm obsessive. So my brain goes, no. And then it's just like
that thought back, right? Yeah.
It's like this. It's like, say I'm in the middle of it, like I'm walking across, for some reason, a table, and I'm only like this high. There's this high on the table, and then there's a hole in the table, and then I put one foot in that, and then the whole table is completely covered in cutlery, just pulls everything through the hole. The obsessiveness that I get lost in, which is really, which is where the comedy just kind of feeds that hole in the soul. You know, it's like your missus is obsessed with gaming, but are you a gamer as well, or
not really, man?
You can't have time, do you? Really?
Not only that, right? I've this is why I'm so fucking weird, and why a lot of men probably hate me for having Sarah as my girlfriend. No, I'll tell you why. Because she's incredibly beautiful, right? Not that that's all that is about her. She's fucking funny and she's amazing as well, and all that bullshit. But she's a gamer. Mm-mm. That shouldn't really exist, because men are typically gamers and they neglect their girlfriends. I'm the opposite. So I'm like, you know what? I'll only play Mario Kart 64 because I can't be asked for games anymore. Like, I haven't really played games religiously as much since like 2005. But she still plays them. But she's more retro gamer, which is cool, because I only go retro gamer myself. Like, I'll play Star Fox on 64. Oh no, sorry, Super Nintendo. That's what it was. Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, it's still blocky though, right?
Yeah,
like triangles. Oh, you know.
But dude, I love that though. I prefer it, because I don't really like realistic action games anymore. It's boring me.
But when it first came out, man, that was amazing.
Yeah,
that was amazing. I remember Star Fox. I was like, I know you had like the stickers you put on that pad. As
well.
Yeah. Oh. Fuck your pad up and just make it really sticky and annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I grew up. I was a huge gamer back in the. But you were, because you were a kid. I actually had I still have. Oh, the Atari.
Oh, okay, which one?
The
one with the Hunchback.
Oh, fuck, is it 500? The Atari 500?
Yeah.
Is that right?
You had Hunchback on it, and you had like Magic Land Dizzy as well, and you had.
But I've got Space Invaders.
Oh, okay. Which
you have Space Invaders?
Was it Pong?
Yeah, I think so. I think.
It's a simple game. I loved it.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, but back in the day, you were a simple kid. So anything simple was like ping pong, ping pong.
It's not the cup in the Pong. Great. Thank God.
But I went from that, and then obviously, Super Nintendo, then Nintendo 64, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Saturn, PlayStation. Had a PlayStation 2. My brother's got a PS4 now, but he still plays games. And the last real thing I really had was PS2. And then I just kind of gave up on that, because I was like, no, something else really play anymore.
I've got like 5 games in the corner there that they keep judging me to play them. I'm like, I don't have time. I'm trying to get through all the
games?
Do comedy. I've got like Resident Evil. I'm hooked on the Resident Evil games.
Are we talking on the Xbox?
Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Xbox, not the one, but just as the old. I can have this until I probably die now. Because I keep getting games. I want to play that game. They keep releasing a couple. They're not releasing a lot, but
Resident Evil games hold up, man.
And I like Raccoon City. The second Resident 2 is probably my favourite. But I've got like BioShock Infinity, and I've got Borderlands 2, and I've got the zombie additional pack as well, which is going to be awesome. I've got The Walking Dead Season 1 and Season 2. I'm halfway through Season 1, but I haven't picked it up yet, because I've just got so much to do with the comedy at the moment. It's just so mental. You know yourself. You're like, I must play another. Yeah, but I've got to do this thing. I need to watch this other thing as well. I need to take all this stuff in.
The thing is, comedy consumes your evenings. But I mean, if you're one of those comedians that has a day free every day, you can blitz through a Netflix series, which I've done. I blitzed through Daredevil Season 2, which is fucking amazing.
And my missus has taken up my days free right for now. I've got like, she see me the day before yesterday, IKEA wardrobes, because I'm moving to hers, right. It was one of those moments. I was like, oh my god, this is, it's one of the most it's infuriating in the shop. And then it's like, oh great, it's here, and it's infuriating at home as well. They've saved on ink as well, haven't they? Got which part that goes to the front? Oh no, you just put it together, and you'll realise you put the wrong bit at the front. Okay, and the bit that you put outside you thought was a spacer is actually a piece of the wardrobe. Oh, that's wonderful. So I had to do that, and I got to the stage of like 2 glass doors, It's like, great, putting them all together. I was like, get into it. I was like, I'm killing this. This is like Lego now. I've got this shit nailed down. Don't even have to look at the book anymore. I've got one. And then as I got to the last mirror, and that mirror's broken. And I saw it, my missus was like, telling me, oh, you know, I should look it up, so how can we get this other part? And it's like, well, you know, some people say you have to dismantle the whole fucking thing and take it back, so they'll replace the whole thing, so they can't replace just one mirror piece. And I was like, oh no, man, this is not, I'm going to take that fucking mirror down, and I'm not going to leave there until I get that piece of mirror. And I just see, I was there, you know, I was there living the anger. I was like, this is not going to happen. It was just like 11:30 at night now, and I'm like, I'm nearly finished this fucking wardrobe. I'm like, no! Platoon style, you know, it was fucking, it was like, I did the other door, and I was like, the other door is fine, this one door, this is the last piece of the fucking puzzle, man. Shit like that, you know.
Fucking hell, imagine, like, I mean, Jesus was a carpenter, he was able to turn water into wine, but do you think he would have had an easy time doing an IKEA set?
I like to see him do the IKEA thing after he turned the water into wine. It's like, off you go, mate. There's the fucking instructions. Yeah, exactly. Good luck. Please, Jesus, help me.
You need several bottles of water to turn into several bits of wine so you can drink that fucking shit after.
It's like, just crucify me, guys. Just fucking do it. Just get it over with.
Okay, I've already got the hammer and nails.
That's it. Oh.
You're right there.
Oh, sorry.
Is it night time here already?
That's the timer. Sorry. The crickets. We weren't being funny enough, Rick. That is that's the
As soon as you hit the religion material, that's where you just
That's it. That's the hack alarm.
But, I really was hacked.
Totally. You know, I mean, everyone needs one of those little
hack
alarm. You know, that's, I think it's, you know, most important things for new comics.
But you started it with IKEA.
Yeah, but I think we went somewhere good with it.
Yeah,
we just tripped over another hack subject about religion. I think
we combined the two to make a hybrid.
We need a third one. We need a third, because the rule of three. So we need to talk about. We're in Tesco's as well. We had a bit of a problem.
Check it.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
god, that bag for life shit. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. That comedy bag for life.
But
was that basically your wrap up alarm then?
That was my wrap up alarm. Yeah,
Oh.
dude, it's been great. I've really enjoyed this. It's been a nice, easy hour. When are you doing your next long show?
A long show. I don't really have a long show planned. I'm only doing like 10 spots at the moment, but I'm doing them next week.
Okay.
So I'm doing Wednesday at the Tooting Progressive Club for vocal. That's on Wednesday. And then Thursday I'm doing the Boogaloo in Highgate for Big Nice Comedy. And then if you're in Bristol, anyone listening to this in Bristol, I'm doing Rip Raw Comedy, doing 10 minutes there.
And we can find you at...
You can find me on Twitter at Rick Standup. Don't add me on Facebook, I don't need any more friends. But if you want to follow me on Instagram and check out my clay models as well, that's what I do for fun. It's instagram.com/r.j.murtagh as well. And and r.j.murtagh at hotmail.co.uk if you want to email me for gigs or to find out what the fuck I was talking about.
Okay, cool. Oh, Rick, thanks for coming on to Comedy Defects. It's been great.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
That was Mr. Rick Murtagh, a lovable misanthrope, the nicest curmudgeon you could ever meet. If you want to follow the podcast, we're on Twitter at The Comedy Defect. If you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter at WinterPhonander. If you want to see some jokes from a Guinness encyclopedia, it's at Guinness Jokes. There will be some coming in the next couple of months. I'm loving doing this podcast thing. Even new people I meet, it's helping me connect deeper with them too, because I'm interested. It's helping me listen. If you want to donate to the podcast, you can find us on Patreon. You've got to sign up there. Just go to Patreon, do a search for The Comedy Defect Podcast, donate. If you don't want to donate or can't kick something back to us, just go on iTunes or Podbean and leave us a nice review. It all helps. Hey, look, if you're liking the podcast, or just tweet us. Look, guys, some people can't even send text messages these days. But that's it from me on the Comedy Defect Podcast. We'll see you next time.